relax because you have to jump, your feet burn, right? You jump out of this into the fire that is gasoline. And nothing you can do, even if it's very innocent, will make Thailand, Thai people, forget the world, they will accept it. Did you see today the news? That TV man on the...
Yes.
He got 13 years, right? Or 14?
Yes. But still not free because he asked for another court.
No, but he will go in jail first, or no?
No. After the คุณสรยุทธ์นะคะทางศาลชั้นต้นตัดสินว่าเขามีความผิด
He 13 years and his staff 20 years.
คือโกงค่าโฆษณาของบริษัทของนี่แล้วก็ตอนนี้ตกลงว่าศาลตัดสินแล้ว13แต่ว่าให้รอลงอาญาเพราะว่าเขาได้บอกไม่รอลงอาญาแต่ตอนนี้ก็ทำอะไรไม่ได้เพราะว่าเขาร้องไปที่ศาลอุทธรณ์จากศาลอาญาไปศาลอุทธรณ์แล้วก็ต่อไปศาลฎีกาอีกนะไอ้ก็ติดตลอดเลย before high court
When you
But it's proof that he is
ใช่บอกว่าผิด
No, he guilty. The court said he guilty.
ใช่
One thing is different from Farang. In the Farang court, when they say you guilty, you go direct to jail. And in jail, you apply to the court for appeal because your lawyer comes every day. Cannot be you are guilty, but don't go to jail and fight again. Farang not have that.
เขาประกันเรียบร้อยแล้วออกมาแล้วค่ะ
Farang, if you're but up to crime, you know crime, up to crime. If your crime, I steal your water, you know I pay 100 baht and finish up to crime. But if he guilty to go to jail, you go jail, or the judge suspend for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, up to him. But for us, 90%, anything in jail, you go jail. Only 10% is suspended. But for appeals, for retrial, for anything, you have to start from the prison. Not free man outside. I think that's right because we have the English news in Thailand, and when the news finished, people write the comment.
Yes.
And you have about 100 comments, all Farang, say he will not go to jail one day. He will do this, do that. He have, he maybe it will take 5 years before go court again. Now, next week, not this week. Next week, if you're on TV again, they will wait 5 years. Appeal, lack of evidence, case dismissed. Long Pete, you know what mean lack of evidence?
Lack of evidence.
ไม่มีหลักฐานเป็นใดที่สุด
Lack of
evidence ไม่มีใครถ้าผมเจอไม่มีอะไรคนลืมไปแล้วก็หายไปเลยก็ไม่ต้องทำอะไร
This why many Thai cases take a long time to go to the court because it allows Thai people to buy everyone, pay everyone, or threaten them don't come. And after 5 years, there's no evidence, so it's dismissed.
ไม่มีหลักฐานไม่มีอะไรแล้วก็หายจากศูนย์ทุกเคสก็ต้องปิดไปหายจากศูนย์จำหน่ายตามเวลาเพราะว่าอาญา
อัยการนั้นคนที่รู้ที่สุดในกระบวนการอย่างเนี้ย
เขา
เขา
ไม่
รู้แต่ว่าเขา
อา
ก็าง
จาวรย์หมาย
เสี
ถึ
ย
งว่าเขาก็เพย์ให้ไง
ใช่
ก็เงียบไปก่อน
ที่เป็นอัยการ
แล้วก็สื่อก็ไม่ตีพวกเดียวกัน คนก็จะลืมไปแล้วสนใจเรื่องปากท้องสนใจเรื่องอื่นมากกว่าดีโจมตีว่าง่ายกว่า
ไทยสไตล์
You know, Future Park, they finished the new building, more than your building, They didn't do grand opening. They do soft opening, just open, business as usual. Maybe later in the year, they will do a grand opening.
But he open, but not every section.
No, you missed the point. I don't talk
No,
about it. You It's nothing. Forget future card. He opened it. He spent 10 times more money than this one. But he done soft business as usual. You just go and discover it. Forget it full or empty. Forget it full or empty.
So we can do like that.
You can do like that, and after 1 year, on the anniversary, you can do a grand opening because it's similar.
Good idea.
But your monks not listen. They will go out and show power, and then they will have more problem. Because when you show power to all the people that don't like you, what are you doing? Be honest. I know you know that. So what are you doing? You are spitting in their face. What will they do? Spit back. So we are again ping pong. My power, your power. Ping, ping, ping. Just escalate. You need someone to take the initiative, change direction. Okay, Longi, ask me a question, please. No, not just come read the book and go home. We have to talk.
I didn't prepare.
Why you have to prepare? It's natural. If you prepare, I will repeat and throw it in the bin. I want natural, like we sit at Starbucks, drink coffee and have conversation. Not like we are at the media. Hello, what's your name? Where you go? What you do? What you eat?
So today I have a conversation with a teacher in the primary school.
Yeah.
And the teacher, she said in the daytime, the students many problems about, for example, their parents go to work in another province and the children stay with the grandma and the children they
Very naughty.
yeah, very naughty and difficult to teach them about the moral, things like that. And the teacher asked me
How to teach them?
something like that.
You can't.
Because the Dhamma in nowadays is difficult for them.
You can't do it.
The teacher said we have to apply the Dhamma for them
Yeah, because prior he wanted them to study Dhamma. Let me ask you something. You have 35 children in the class. Okay? Is it a government school or private school?
private school.
Good. Maximum is 35. Okay? Government school is 50 children in the room. Okay? Now, you have 35 students in the room. You must think 20 of them have mobile phone in their pocket. That is their life.
Their life.
Another 15 that don't have the mobile phone
My phone.
think, eat, sleep, dream how to get a mobile phone. That's their life. So you have two different lives. One with,
Yes.
one without.
Yes.
You now come, sit, and try to talk to them about Dhamma. Because you are the monk, they will be very polite. They will listen to you, but not absorb.
That's all.
What is absorb?
ดูซึม
They will listen to
ซึมซับ
you.
ซึมซับ
They will listen to you the same way I listen to my boss. In one ear, out the other ear. You
เข้า
understand?
ออกเข้าหูออกหู
When you tell the teacher, I am the monk, you are the
Yeah.
teacher, I think you teach morality like this, or like that, try this. When you go and the teacher, no one listen, no one care.
Nobody care.
And then, this is basic problem, not important problem, standard. The worst problem is, if the teacher try to control that class to really teach them something, The next day, all the parents come to school to support their children and attack the teacher. So there are many things wrong. The first thing is parents have forgotten that before they were the student and they lie too and they are naughty too and they are stubborn. Your parents forget that. Parents forget, oh, I was Pratom student, you know. I used to be naughty, they forget it. My kid is angel. No, that's wrong. Number 2, when the kids see and feel how easy it is to tell the mother and father something, make them angry, next day go to school, they use that like a gun for the teacher. Tomorrow my mom will come shouting. Right? You want to teach them something, you have to find a way to stop the parents coming to school and stop the mobile phone coming to class. I teach, I'm a great teacher, but Pratom school, I teach with fear. Not Thai style. Sawadi kap nakap, please sit down nakap and be a good boy. They will destroy you. Fear. But I give 15 minutes fear, they cry, they're scared. Then I start to teaching and open their mind. But one of them naughty, dragon, fire. You have to, otherwise you cannot manage 35. If one of them fall on the floor when they are naughty and break their hand, I have a problem, the teacher has a problem. He has the blood come from his nose, all the parents blame you. Now, number 2, parents don't understand that at home they can spoil the kid. The kid can put his foot on the table, the kid can do anything he wants because that's the home. In my home, I can walk naked. It's my home. But when I come to the classroom, I can't do it. But the family want the kids at home, Sabai want to be in the class, Sabai. Why? So before you tell him to teach the kids morality, you tell them to teach the parents. I tell you, don't be Buddhism outside has no room, has no life in society. Just some section. It's sad, but it's true. It's true. Your question, Rohit?
What do you think about situation Buddhism in Thailand now?
I think Buddhism in Thailand is good because I see it every day. Okay? But for me to say it's good is not enough. Outside, what is illusion? Outside there is like an illusion in the negative. That monks are spoiled. Monks have too much freedom, too much this, too much that. And the biggest problem is in the past 30 years, Thailand went from third world country to international standard in 30 years. But Thai people has a problem. They still believe that the monk should sit in the forest. No. Sit in the forest, cut the leaf, the leaf from the tree, boil it, and that's his food. And I just give you, people still have this illusion for monks. They forgot that when Thailand developed, people developed schools, developed cars, developed technology. religion developed too.
Yes.
That's one.
That's right.
Secondly, jealous.
Jealous.
You know jealousy? What is
No,
jealousy? Jealousy.
อิจฉา
Oh, jealous.
Jealousy.
Jealousy. Jealousy.
I believe is the biggest problem for Buddhism.
Yes.
That Buddhism made the problem for itself. In English we say
Never mind.
self-inflicted. So I don't harm you, but I cut my arms. I harm myself. Self-inflicted. You know
ทำร้าย
self-inflicted?
ตัวเอง
ทำร้ายตัวเอง
Self-inflicted is like this. I believe I am the monk in this district over there. I look at your temple. I look at my temple. I study Dharma and Bali. You study Dharma and Bali. Everyone come to you. No one come to me. I don't think how I can improve myself. I don't think how I can be a better monk.
Betterment.
I don't think that. How I can destroy you so I can have more power. Jealousy. And all of the problems for this temple and Buddhism start from other monks. From my heart. I believe it. Because no other reason to start. Look, today I teach Dun English, correct?
Yes.
After 5 years, Dun, like Hitler,
Hitler.
killed everyone in Vietnam, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then, in 5 years, the British government tell me, Hakan, you done a good job to be a teacher. Go be the boss of the embassy in Thailand. Right?
Like that, right.
Now, Thai people protest. I was her teacher. I must not be in the British embassy because she killed so many people in Vietnam. You now have the same problem because the old man, 90 years old, a long time ago, was the teacher of your abbot.
Yes.
When he was the teacher of your abbot so many years ago, he has no idea, and your abbot, when he the novice monk, has no idea. Today he will be here. I told you. Now you blame me that you are not. All this start from another monk, somewhere.
Somewhere. Yeah. That's right. You see. Vietnam.
For us, for learning, it is like contradict in the Sangha society because everyone
Sangha
sees the
society.
same. Because everyone think that the old monk is the one that works for this position, but the other like only know
Sangha Association.
like Islam.
Put
It doesn't matter. Today for the past 2-3 years since the other monk died, Loki, you can close if you close.
No, wait.
Today,
Everything okay.
today, in the Saktina hierarchy,
Saktina.
senior, he the number one candidate for this job.
Yes.
But he cannot get it because no one confirmed him because of your abbot. So now, he done nothing wrong. No one care. 1 million people support him and 10,000 people against him. He still can't get it.
It's not actually. It's not only seniority. It's how old he is, but it's because
He's 90 years old.
Yes, but
He fit,
yes.
and that his boss his boss that died, that the prince went for the temple, died 2 years ago. Died 2 years ago. 2 years ago until today, they still can't choose.
We choose already for a
But
long
they can't
time.
confirm him. Because society not accept.
No, because in the law, we have a committee to choose, and they all vote already that he is suitable money for that to be a supreme patriarch of Thailand.
When did they vote on this? How long ago?
I think
มันกี่เดือนมาแล้วนะคะที่
ครั้งแรก
ที่ตัดสินว่าเราจะสมเด็จเราจะเป็นสังฆราชและส่งชื่อไปอ่ะ
after
สองเดือน
the funeral of cremation of the last,
6 months, 1 month, 4 months, 1 year, how long?
I think
2 months นะ
Good. I guarantee you that this year and next year, they will not confirm him.
Yeah.
2016 and 2017, they will not confirm him. Because people don't, other monks don't want him there.
Think so.
I want to show you a game. Are you ready?
Think so.
These are just examples, not serious, right? PTT. Okay?
Yes. Oil.
CM, cement,
Cement. FGM.
CM,
I see.
cement group.
Gym.
Big C, Lotus, AIS, DTAG, True,
True.
and Benz. Okay? Forget these are product. Please think of them as people. People, right? And they are Thai. They all have their favorite monk.
Oh, favorite นะ
yes.
And they want their favorite monk to be the boss of the Sangha Council. So, PT and AIS want the same monk. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 want 6 different monks. Why do these 8 powerful, not strong, but power, want their own monk to be the boss? Why? You know the answer because I always say it for 3 years. To show their ego and status. This is why your old man Somdet, the 90-year-old Somdet, right? Everyone in the world, in Thailand, know he's the job. But people, not company, people behind the scene want their favorite monk to get it. Why do you think Isara complained? Why do you think this one? Why do you think
Sana
that one?
complain.
Now, 2 years ago, when that monk died, right? Everyone said.
Maybe.
Everyone said. And everyone quiet. Now, after 2 years, the time come to select the new one. Why it erupt like a volcano?
Because they cannot hold any more process.
They just wait in the background
Yeah.
to pounce. Pounce is, you see the cat, right? It looking at the mouse and it go back and back and back and then we call that pounce. So all these people waiting, talk with their favorite monk. I love this monk, number 1 in the world, right? One day when you have start a new life, I am Thai, one of these, and I love him so much. I want to show him my power, and he make big merit for me, because I believe it. I will use everything I can. He be the abbot of this temple. This is how it works. This is Thailand. Not only in the temple, you see it in government. The government will say, this man, he worked at the export department for the government. They tell him you don't do a good job, get out. He attack. This one attack, the union on strike. This is it. This is why you go in a circle and cannot go forward. You know, this problem, your temple, Sangha Council, your abbot, and this situation with Buddhism, is exactly the same situation with your government, because your government done a military coup, right? Because the politician didn't agree. If not this year, next year, he must make election, because the world will cut the credit for the bank, not for us, for Thai bank, right?
Yeah.
Will cut the credit, so he has to do it, because he said 1 year, I need 1 more year, I need 1 more year. Next year will be 3, or this year will be 3. He has to do an election. In 3 years since the military coup, he wants to change this, change that, make fair, make transparent, no corruption, right? When he made the election, the same people, the groups, will win again. So we come back to square one, step one. We will go 3 years again, everyone fighting, and the army will come again, we go again. Because no one can accept not to win. And you know what is very sad? Even if they give this Mr. Longki Somjet, the Sangha Council job, and the king signed it, the people that lost will be still digging, trying to bring him down before he died. Because they can't accept it. It's ego. It's nothing logical. It's not common sense. It's money, power, ego. That's it. So it's very sad for Buddhism when Buddhists fight. You know?
No, I know.
But when Myanmar, you remember, come to 5 years ago, 3 years ago, the army start to hit the monks and the monks fight, the world and Myanmar people can support the monks. Peaceful monks with a shoe fighting the soldier with a gun. Not fair, right? And the soldier had order, attack the monk. The world, here, the world cannot help you, cannot support you, because the fight is of ego status. What is influence? Because in English it's not the same as power.
ระเบิด
Huh?
Ego.
Yeah. So ego status and influence is the reason of social division, divide. You know, government very complicated job, right? This Sangha Council very complicated too, right? Now we look at basic. Yeah. Thailand football. Last month had election. The one that lost, sued. And the one that lost, FIFA in Switzerland already banned him, but he still attacked. And today I learned he trying to see many big people to support him to block that one. It's football, you know, basic. So when basic cannot agree and shake hand, how can the big issue this one? When I ask people outside about what Thamagaya, they say alien temple, corruption temple. Now I listen. I say, yeah, but do you want to destroy the temple or you want to destroy the abbot? Choose one. Don't choose both, right? They don't know. It's like someone has to tell them, this is the answer, and they answer it. But by themselves, they don't know.
If someone answer you that it's the airport that
just wait 3-4 years. He will, start a new life. And I will say, okay, tomorrow he died tomorrow, and you are the new one, right?
Yeah.
You happy? You stop protest? No. Why? Alien temple. Now, what are you talking about? First you said the Abbot died. Okay, you want the temple destroyed? Okay, we knock it down, and all the rich people go to Pitsanaluk, build a new one. You okay? No. And what do you want? No, what Tamagaya? Okay. They don't know. It's a media influence, and you rent people. Today your abbot can say, 1 million people come here, support me, they will come. If you say 5 million, maybe cannot come. It's too much. But 1 million minimum guaranteed. The other side can pay 30 million. You got so much money. Example, look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Example, these two support your temple.
Yeah.
Big money, right? Look at this circle. This is an ocean. This is a lake. Who win? This is the sentiment outside. So please tell the big abbot, don't make grand merit-making ceremony. Business as usual. When it's 1 year old, make it 2-in-1, anniversary and marriage. Also, when you do in English we say soft opening, right? Future Park now open, no advertising, no grand. They test it every day. Oh, that toilet don't work, that lift not work, this escalator in the wrong place, knock it down, build it again, they get feedback and modify it. When it's perfect, they will make a party. You have to modify this. It's not perfect, but it will be perfect. You use it, you say it doesn't work, function, and everyone give input, you modify it. Then it's perfect. That 1 year. Okay, Longi, question?
Is it possible from that you said, is it possible that the people they come many together and blame the government to make
Yes,
them follow
only
the
if
view of
someone
people?
pay them.
Well, they're not.
The population of Thailand will not protest unless there is benefit in profit. The only time I saw Thai people help Thai people? When the red t-shirt finish or the yellow t-shirt finish and they go home and the local people come and sweep the road, clean the road? That's the only time. The rest of the time, someone has to pay someone to do it. Tomorrow your sponsor of your temple pay 10 million people to protest for 1 month. Everything finished. No one can match 10 million. It's too much. But when you stop paying them and you ask them help, no. There's no loyalty. They don't believe. My heart is unhappy because I think you will, the temple will jump out of the fire. Jump out of the fire into the volcano. Not the frying pan. In English, the idiom is out of the frying pan into the fire. But for your temple, out of the fire into the inferno. Inferno is... Every day I see 10 monks at Future Park. Every day. This color robe, dark color robe, gold color robe, brown color robe, many color robes. Always at the mobile shop.
Yeah.
Okay? Every day. And I quickly go, after 1 hour, check media, check everywhere. No one say anything. Right? Tomorrow you go and eat KFC. Bad monk from Watamaga, don't eat KFC. You understand?
Yeah.
But 10 times 365 is 3,650 months visit 1 year to the mobile shop in future.
Yeah,
Huh?
เสีย
No
See,
one,
future.
no one say anything. You long people go eat KFC, go Starbucks, drink one coffee from what Tamagai, this temple will burn for 1 day.
อืม
ไม่มีวอร์เลยแบบนี้
And now you understand me when I say outside the negative of people's sentiment towards this temple is so much.
อืม
Why do they not say this month from the temple in Pizzanaro, he in the mobile shop buying mobile phone? Why don't they say it? Because it's a negative. The only one that talked like a man, real man, was the monk on Friday. They went to his temple from the BSI
อ่า
and they inspect the car. He said, listen, there are 3,000 classic cars in here because, here made the research. He said there are 3,000 classic cars in Thailand. This is one of them. These are all the documents for 10 years.
อืม
I pay the tax every year. I pay the insurance every year. It's legal. You come to me because I'm a monk. You want to make me look bad. It's okay. Go now and investigate 2,999 more classic cars. Not just the monk's one. The DSI. You know what? No one paid the DSI. Go investigate them. Someone paid them to go investigate the monks. That monk, Somdet, he had the classic car nearly 15 years. No one ever write about it. No one ever cared. And it don't even work. In English, when the bird fly
อ่าไม่
and
ปล่อย
make the shit on your shoulder, on your foot, very good luck.
อืม very
When the
good
bird do it here to your temple, you pay that bird is corruption. You understand? It's, in Thailand, it's
Lifestyle.
very negative. South of Thailand, you can't say the name Wat Thamagai because they shoot you. They hate so much. But when you go there, make arm offering because they will, oh, I love you so much. You're the best, you're my hero. Now, I will ask you a question. 18 months in this room, right? All from different temples, right? When they go to give them food and arm offering, they don't give it to your monk. Do you think that's fair? This one I saw with my own eyes.
My friends away in Thailand.
No, but look here. There is real, you know,
Real.
R-E-A-L.
ปลิว
And then there is something that looks real.
มันนอกเดียวอันเดียว
Looks real
ลูกริว
is the Thai politeness.
อืมก็ได้นี่
Please listen. Because it's not sincere, I will show you. We are polite and sweet and everything, right? But when you leave, we destroy you from behind.
อืม
This is deceit. If you're not polite, you tell him, no, I don't want anyone from Wat Thamagai come here again, get out. Thank you very much. That's honest. But you look, you see them, like, oh, you're my best friends when you come and satu and everything.
อืม
That's why you have to always listen. Don't forget, Prime Nicholas.
นิโคลัส yeah I
5
know
or 6 years ago on the TV, he said, international TV, we Wat Thamagai do the same as every temple.
อืม
What do? Arm offering, we do bigger. Meditation, we do bigger.
อืม
Dharma teaching, we do
Bigger.
bigger. Everything
บิ๊ก
bigger. He said, this is our only one area that is different from Buddhism. But the international and Thai society not accept, because Thai society believe this temple teach the wrong way about some of the Buddha's teaching. But no one from your temple speak like this. Look, Bible, one book, one Jesus, maybe 2,000 different groups. Quran, Muhammad Prophet, maybe 1,000 different. Buddhism, scripture, right? Scripture, Lord Buddha, maybe
5.
no, more than 5.
20.
Maybe 30 different kind of. No one explains. Look, we all come from this. In which country can have the wife for Buddha?
Japan.
In Japan, they can have a wife. Everyone else cannot. Which one eat 3 times a day?
Oh, Chinese.
Chinese eat 3 times a day. You know, no one explaining. And everyone believe outside. 90% of the Thai people believe if your teaching is wrong, more merit you make, better life you have. More merit you make.
More
More
merit
merit you make. You will have a
ทำ
better
บุญ
life.
ทำบุญได้เยอะ
Because they think this is
Nah,
good
jadi.
with money. The more you
อ๋อ
give.
No, it's not.
But this is what other gurus have told everyone and they believe it. But you don't explain it.
Many people in Thailand think
If you don't educate someone, how do they know?
They know by coming up and see.
But they can't come because you have a negative name. Look, when you go to the Klong 4 in Namluka, right? They have a nice temple, beautiful, everything good. They don't have a school, they don't teach anything. Why don't no one complain to them? You take money from everyone and donation and you don't have a Dharma school, your monks don't speak Bali. Why no one complain? They look humble. You don't look humble.
Really?
Yeah.
look humble.
When you compare this temple with the one in Namluka, 2 rai of land, you look humble compared to him or not?
We didn't show that we
You want a grand opening, 30,000 monks, are you humble?
it's a merit, making merit.
I'm a media guru, I want to argue with you. Why do you need to have 30,000 people make merit? Why do you need so many? You want so many because you want them to pay more money, so you make more money, and you want to put them in the hierarchy, sit next to the abbot, he gave 10 million, he sit here, he gave 2 million, sit at the back. This is how people see you. You don't think outside your donors talk? I donate this many million, I sit number 4 behind the abbot. Did you see me on the TV? They talk like this. Yeah.
ข้างนอกมันคิดอีกแบบ
If anyone is stubborn in this world, it's me. The more they tell me don't come here, the more I come. Because it's up to me to choose by myself. But when I speak, I have a good opinion because I work here 3 years. I can talk some facts.
something
When they speak, my mom told me 30 years ago, alien temples. Why they have credit card? I said, why not? The Pope has visa, you can donate. They shut up. But you kill yourself because you can't say, look, we are one part of Buddhism. They call you a sect. S ECT. A sect is an organization that brainwash people. They don't call you a Buddhist temple, they call you a sect. Just the language brainwashed everyone that you are a sect, you do something wrong. You see, you don't even argue it. You know, in the 30 years ago, everywhere in the world, we can be quiet, right? And people look at us and see honor, see respect, we do a good job, and they protect us. That day is finished. You don't know how tough it is outside for your temple. But if you want to win people, you have to win them with kindness and fact.
We are not kind.
No, you're not actually. You're not kind. You don't do anything kind. You do what is required by the Lord Buddha. You're not kind. You follow a pattern. You know what is kind? You can have 1 million people come here. You can give 1 million eye tests free and give them this glass, like my glass, 99 baht. You can give 1 million people free. That's kindness. That's kindness. All the monks here, Saturday and Sunday, can teach everyone English, Bali, Chinese, anything. 3 hours free. That's kindness.
We have already.
Not enough. And you have for select people, not everyone.
No, we allow for everyone.
Really?
On Sunday,
Where?
at the Bali school, we open every building for this.
Who know?
Oh,
I don't know. If I don't know how Thai people know.
really?
Why Thai people want to come study Bali? How they can use it in ABC?
No. We don't only for Bali, just use Bali building.
Your temple cannot continue to focus only on Dharma.
Is the life of monks.
Your temple is so grand and so big, you can start to introduce new things under the name of Dharma. Make it more adaptable and
You see, that's why our Lord, the Vice President, he teach and have more many projects about the path progress for 30 years and it has not accept already. And
you accept it.
because
They teach it in schools?
no.
Do they teach it in schools?
More than 3,000 schools join this project already. And more than 100 colleges.
Good.
And
You know this information, right? Do the people of Thailand know this information or not?
You should know.
How should they know?
Because
They don't have a magic ball.
the kid came to us.
They don't care. Parents don't care what their kids did at school as long as they're happy.
And we have a project that teach about 5 rules of our life and the 6 direction social life. Something that come from us and spread to many areas, even to another country.
I talk to you in the facts and in the teacher way, right? But when you talk outside, they won't respond the way I do. They will respond more aggressive or just stay quiet and not talk, right? No one in Thailand know of this because I don't know of it, and I follow every day what Tamaga in the media. There's nothing in the media in Thai or in English because I have everyone sending me messages every day. Thai media said this, look, and I check it. I monitor it better than your PR department, your international department. No one know anything good that your temple do. No one even know about Easter Day.
Sometimes they know, but they don't want to. They not brave to fight back when people say something negative.
I don't say fight back. Let people throw mud. You show kindness and fact only. Kindness and fact, kindness and fact, kindness and fact. One day, the biggest court in the world is the United Nations in Switzerland. One day, if they want to show this letter that the Sangha Council man he wrote before he died that your abbot should not be a monk, right? Is that letter fake or real? That's the only thing they will focus on. Nothing else. Just that letter.
But this letter, the government say that it cannot like this order to the next one.
I know. That is to protect your temple, they talk about that. What is opposite? Tell me. What is opposite? No, you can tell me. Don't be shy. Opposite is derobe your abbot and say the letter is true. So someone in there has good backup to protect your abbot. And now I like last week the government said our king is very sick and we don't want to send him any document that can make him stress. So solve this problem. It may never solve. So I think maybe 3-4 years you cannot have a boss because they will wait for the acting Sangha boss to die, start a new life, and then give it to another one. And I hope he lived until he's 200 years old. They have to wait. Even God forbid, if your abbot die tomorrow and start a new life next day, they will still not give it to this guy. You understand? So I want this guy to be stubborn, not die, live for 200 years. It's tough. It's tough. Okay, last question.
How to you think about how to collect Buddhism problem in now.
The world doesn't have a problem about Buddhism. Only Thailand has a ego and status problem about Buddhism. Who should be boss? Look at me, I want this. But actually Buddhism doesn't have a problem. It's just people that are unhappy. Longhi, you are Sangha Council President, right? Today, the number one big boss of the Sangha Council.
สมเด็จ
Okay? Yeah. Role play. English.
Role play.
Role play.
สมมุติ
We role play, right? Today you are the big boss, everything. How you make everyone join together and not separate?
โดนย้ายsome
I think cannot everyone. No, impossible.
You can.
No, cannot.
Think out of the box.
The fact is cannot.
Cannot.
If to be a king, to be a employer, cannot do that. In history, you cannot do that.
Cannot bring them together to be.
No, everyone cannot. There are
He's a
all the idea. There are all the.
And number two, I don't believe about age. I don't believe that because I am 55 years old,
55.
I know more than that teacher who is 30 years old. You know, our system, our life, our culture and tradition, we don't believe like this. You see? But in the Buddhism, the senior is always the senior.
Yeah, so
Now, Longpi is correct. These people in that Sangha, 85 up. I think the youngest is 80. They cannot give anything new.
Because we
If I am
tradition.
If I am Prime Minister, I say everyone more than 50 retire. Longpi Somjet did not get the job now, is there are people behind blocking him. That's what I believe. Right? I believe if I bring a new monk in this form, and I bring my Bill Gates, I think the people with money behind to create the problem cannot fight with Bill Gates' money. You know, cannot. So his money will be like checkmate in chess and pay them off, not the monks, the people behind. Stop arguing. Like that. Because really the Sangha Council now outside for international look like a war between young and old. Not about religion. Young mean progress, new ideas. Old mean continue the same tradition. That's how the Farah media observe. Young and old.
The young one, he didn't want to be the
Boss.
He said he didn't want. He think he now not really.
What does the Sangha Council do day by day? What do they do? They're more like administration, right?
For all Sangha in Thailand.
So they do admin work, right?
And control who. They have somebody that has.
Yeah, admin work is control, manage everything.
He look like the high court
Yeah.
of Sangha too.
Yeah. If two monks have an argument, they go to Sangha to solve the problem.
First they have the first
District,
district already, and they say if they can, if the problem cannot solve and get more bigger and bigger, and then they will come in level then to the high court. They can like in our society, if we sentence this for the death court, we can ask for help to another high court.
You know what is hypocrite?
Yes,
Hypocrite.
you know,
What is in Thai?
เท่าไหร่
พูดอย่างทำอย่าง
อ๋อ
Society teach us that if you feed someone, give them shelter. You know shelter? Like a
ที่พัก
shelter, food, shelter, and education, medicine. They can start to develop themselves. They can start to progress, right?
yes
And contribute to society. If that person cannot eat, cannot have shelter, cannot this, they become a negative. They cannot contribute.
yes
I want to show you what is a hypocrite.
คิดโอเค
ก็
คิดนะ
พูดอย่างทำอย่างพูดว่าอย่าทำอย่างนี้นะแต่ตัวเองก็ทำอ่ะว่าแต่เขา
Not a hypocrite, not a hypocrite, will look at the monk's residence. Not a hypocrite, will look at the monk's residence. Will look at the Upasika residence and say, they have shelter. Shelter means that when it rains, you
have something to cover
Something cover.
protect
You know, it mean like that. It don't mean like bed or anything. Basic shelter, like a slum. You have a shelter, right? You have
Resident.
shelter somewhere to sleep. You have food. Your stomach is full, and you have support, medical, everything, right? You now can contribute to society because you have no worry. Where is the food? Where is the shelter? You contribute. You help society
Yes.
Okay? That is not the hypocrite. The hypocrite will think in the opposite. Why need big room? Why need big food hall? No. The hypocrite will look at the size to complain. They cannot see after the room, after the food, what you do. You see? They see me. Buddy with Isara. I walk in the temple. I look like I make selfie. I take your monk residence. Tomorrow I block, he block, bullet in the gun.
อ๋อ
สบาย
Oh, look at me, I take this one.
อืม
What is it, the spaceship?
อืม
Is it from ET? Is it the golf ball?
Mm.
Big the monk office.
Mm.
Why they need a big office? You know, these are the hypocrites that want to destroy you. They make PR like this. And they don't do it from their heart. Money go in the pocket and they do it.
อืม
You mean that he didn't want to do what he has to do?
No, it's not he didn't want to do. He had nothing better to do on that day. No job offer, and now he has it. But you keep the answer. Please don't tell me. You really believe Pra Isara and the DSI and someone, you know,
มีเดียมีเดีย
the owner of Channel
Thai
3.
media.
You think they really want to waste their time to protect your temple?
No.
No. Why do they do it? Benefit, profit. Last month I went to your Thai office. It's called the People Protection Office. You call it Consumer Protection,
อืม
right?
Oh.
I went to observe. I saw my friends give 30,000 baht in the envelope in the office under the table, and they will protect them as a consumer. So I want to ask him, tomorrow if I come with 100,000 baht, can you protect me against Buddhism? You know, I want to ask. I want him to see how he take my money, do that job. You understand? They will find a way. The government set up consumer protection. Longhi will go to Siam Paragon. He will buy Sony TV.
อืม
Sony TV, before the warranty finish, tell him your TV back because you done it, right? He go to consumer protection, he showed Mr. TV, I have warranty, Sony told me get out. Consumer protection because he the consumer. His tax pay their salary.
Yeah.
They attack, protect the man against the big corporation. Here, they tell me we need 30,000 baht, nothing free. Not to me, but for Thai people. So when Thai people pay 30,000 people baht to Thai people and get the job done, I think I am around 60,000. Never mind, double. I pay 100,000 baht, and I will go and say, you can help me about negative Buddhism.
อืม
Just curious.
อืม
Not that idea. So, if you know legal. Longhi is legal to go to the consumer protection because it's there for him. Consumer is you buy a product and
Yes.
they cheat you, and you go and you say, help me, they are cheat, and they help. But this one tell you, what is my profit for me? And Thai people accept it because you have to boil the hand to progress. You understand? It's the same from here to Pra Isara and all his people that follow him.
But these people don't all these too.
Yeah, because they get the money. Thailand is the best place in the world to rent a car.
All this, no, it's not like secret.
No, it's open secret.
Yeah.
Everyone know.
Yeah.
you see it with your own eye,
but still attack us. Because they know already
it's
that.
benefit.
No. For younger people, not Islam, English people. This guy is, well, we all know that.
No, they
Not
don't.
only
They
us,
don't.
though.
They don't. They believe it. They're naive. Everyone believes what is on television.
No. I think they know because it's on the media or something like this that have to be like this. And people who have well educated, you know. Right.
Right. But I want to tell you, when people that are well educated see Isara protesting this, that, right?
And you know that he has money too.
He has backup to do this, and then he look at the other side, you, right? And you quiet.
Because we sincere. Not to
How are you sincere?
do. We not do like that.
You accept no. You accept money from a company that went bankrupt. Correct? What was the name of that man? He write really checks for you and then is it the bank? No, is it the bank? Or let's say bank because I don't know the real name. Finance. Right? He is the owner of the bank. He give you a lot of money. Then the bank collapse. Then the DSI come here and said you and you made corruption with him. Blah 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 blah. Then your supporters, your donors said we give the money back. Right? In the law, that's not the way to solve the crime. In the law, the law broken, you have to go to court and
But the investigator know that we didn't do like that.
why do you think
Because they say investigate already. And you
you
know
don't
that.
finish?
And compare it to the other, it's the same case.
I know, but it's simmering. Simmering. Because look, every 3 months, every 4 months, what time I gotta come back in the media? And for the same story, it's a saga. What is saga? S-A-G-A.
Long run.
Long running story, like a soap on the TV. This is since the year 2004, 2002, this saga is going. It didn't slow. 3-4 months. 3-4 months. It doesn't stop.
Because they didn't stop by British everything and clear. They still
clear.
keep it. They're not clear. They still keep it and start to do something so much more. It's not the same. Something they use is the same issue. It's the same.
Yeah, because someone ignited.
Yes.
Okay, now what we talk about, but you didn't talk long, today I'm broken heart. I love you 50% today. And you mustn't agree with me because my job, you like water, I like whiskey. Why you don't drink it? You like Pepsi, I like Coke. You drink tea, I drink coffee.
Okay.
But what you explain to him is something that he thinks like this too. That's why he not. If you say
But
it another way, you fight back.
you speak if you would listen to my
You show
thinking about what the way of
I think the last one, I think like this. This is a beautiful new building. Right now we call it eyesore. S-O-A-R. It's like you have a sore eye. Sore eye means you have an illness.
Yes.
Sore eye means sore ear, you sick. Eyesore, you don't want to see it. It's like in your face, in your eye. You can't avoid it. It's an eyesore. Every time you drive past Big C, you see this big golf ball. It's an eyesore. You see? You understand? Now, let's say I am the big donor for your temple. And I said, how much is the logo of your temple on the building? I pay that. Right? Everyone said, oh, thank you, it's so good, we need our logo, thank you, and I pay for it. Right? No one thought about, after it opened and the media see the logo, can it be a negative? Can it be a positive? Will it snowball? What is snowball?
ปัญหาที่จะใหญ่ขึ้นเรื่อยๆพอเวลาผ่านไปมันก็จะ
Will
ใหญ่
it go under the river? Will it be a you don't talk about it. Oh, so nice. AJ Hakan gave 100 million baht to make a logo. Satu AJ Hakan. Good. But what about after? Why everything short? Why not long? You make a long project for mass ordination, long project for V-Star Day, long project Earth Day. You know, many middle way, peace revolution, long term. Why don't you have a long term project for PR? Win the people heart. It's very short. In my heart, I don't want you to make a grand opening for this building. I just want walk in, take your chair, start to work. For 1 year, nothing. After 1 year,
Maybe I will say,
better.
maybe.
You know the problem with your Abbot? He don't have independent advice.
Have his vision already.
That's fine, but if the Vice Abbot or someone wants to make a 30,000 rand merit here for the whole thing, the backlash, you know, the complaint is too much. Look like you invite it. But I want you to invite it in an indirect way. 1 year anniversary and
Maybe
achievements.
I will say.
Yeah, achievements.
ก็คือการได้รับ
You know Discovery, you know History Channel, you have a History Channel, you have a Discovery Channel, you have an Education Channel. You know, if you invite these, come here. We want to talk about this building. And this is what we done, this is how we do it. Okay. Because you will give them 100 positive things. When they leave here and they do their survey and they receive 50 negative things from the People's Society of Thailand, it's very good because you're 100% good now, they cut. And they make a program 50 good, 50 bad. You see? And in the future, you continue making good, it will be 60 good, 40 bad, 70 good. You know, it takes time. But you cannot tell History Channel, you cannot talk anything negative about my habit. You cannot talk anything negative. You must only talk, you can't do this.
But we did.
I just say. But the peace revolution, the middle way, the V-Star, especially V-Star, the arm offering, the big one in south of Thailand, like 1 million, 2 million, these kind of things, you just bring in this, actually the History Channel or the Education Channel. And you don't really talk about Dharma directly, you don't talk about Buddhism directly, you don't talk about our Abbot directly. Indirectly, our Abbot's vision was to start the peace revolution. And that's it, no more Abbot. The peace revolution is and Longpi here, he talked to Philippines, and this Longpi talked to America. And what do you do every day? I meditate, I do my job, You know, so lovely, sweet, innocent. You're promoting the good job of that product. Not the temple, not the Abbot. But after 5 years, when you start, it will be lovely. The first 2 years, it will be negative and ugly and beautiful and sexy, but it takes time. It cannot be perfect one
I
time.
think we did already, like you said.
You have to do it every month, every 6 months.
That's why before to cooperate with us, not want to contact with us. Because we didn't do like you said before. After when we do something, we do like you said. We didn't say that this or that or this or other. Just for one that this come from the vision of him. And we are the other follow now.
Then you have to upgrade your philosophy. We done this, but they didn't follow. They didn't join us, right? What did we do that they did not like? Self-analyze. What did we do? Which word, what did we do that they didn't join? Because when we say they didn't join, we talk thousands and thousands of temples didn't join. We don't talk just the temple at Clong 7, we talk thousands. What did we do that is so bad? We look at ourselves, we don't ask them. You have a debate with your hierarchy. What did we do? Why didn't he join us? How can we correct this? It's not next day go say, oh, we're so sorry we done that and join us. You learn from your mistake, and when you have another project, you try a different method to get them in. You see? So if you have 30,000 temples in Thailand and they, what made them angry? My Lopi, my hero. Last question before you pray for me to have long hair.
I like your idea.
Please tell the airport buy company car for me.
No, the reason is the money.
So humble.
The money that can come to the temple is the money from the people who believe in the Buddhism. It's from their art. We cannot use in the other way. Maybe
I understand that, but I want to tell you perception. What is perception? A big rich man comes to your temple, takes money from his company. I own the company, right? I take money from my company. But that money is not mine, it's the company. I give it to you. My company closed. Your donors give the money back to the court. That's not case closed. Now, rumor has for 10 years circled around your temple that if you are a rich Thailand and you want to hide your money, money laundering, you deposit at Wat Kamagaya. And then, no, this is the rumor. Since Thaksin was Prime Minister. This rumor you couldn't crush, you couldn't eradicate, you couldn't use the rubber, it's still active. So when that guy, the DSI said he done this, everyone in the world, oh my God, not again, money laundering. Because it's in there. The seed already planted, but you didn't unplant it, cut it. You understand? You are your worst enemy. You are too kind. No one outside of your temple know what your temple made amazing at the Nam Tuan, at the flood. No one know.
maybe they know, but they don't accept.
Why one Thai person? Why Lopi, one Thai person? Lopi, one Thai person not come last week in the media when they attacked your abbot and say, in the flood, I have nowhere to go. I have 2 children, food. They feed me. They give me shelter. They protect me for 2 months. Come to my home, repair. What did my Thai people do for me?
Maybe they're happy. They don't to get the problem after.
But you must fight what you believe.
Yes, maybe fight out. What do you
Yes, I saw you on TV. You hold the soldier. Lopi, I saw him holding like that, like Mutai.
Yeah. It shows that the monk can do it.
You helped 1 million people in the flood. Not even 10 people come and say,
Yes, but we cannot blame them to help us.
I don't blame them.
No. I mean, we help them, but when we have a problem, we cannot blame them to help us.
I know.
Force them.
I know.
For them to
But
help us.
the morality of a clear heart and conscience says they must come and talk.
Yes, but that's why
Michael Jackson,
we have the kindness to them too. We give the kindness.
you give from your heart.
Yes.
Now you need kindness. They don't give you from heart.
Yeah, and then what we have to do, right? Because we cannot force them to help us. We help them, but they don't come to help us. They just look and listening and still.
Okay. What do you understand about society when they do like that?
They
Selfish, right?
Yes, but it's normal for people.
Yes, very normal. But in my language, we say, don't bite the hand
อ่าใช่
that feed
ดีอ
you.
ยู่อย่ากระตุกอยู่
If I tell you the truth from my heart, if in the flood I come here and you gave me one mama, until the day I die, I always come and fight for this temple for that mama.
Yeah.
That's my kafaram.
Yes.
Michael Jackson, the best pop star, they said, you rape the little children, okay? Many children said, he raped me. But 1 million children said, he sponsored me go Disney World. He sponsored my kidney. I not see it. You see it up to you, but I not see it. They don't have to. Michael Jackson never asked them, help me. He said, I don't need help. I can do by myself. But they come. You see, here it's not like that.
It's not our culture.
Yeah. One way help. Longi, can you help me one way and pray?